What's going on, guys? Hey, how are you? Repeat back with you, and it's going to be another Saturday night with this ARCS Saturday Night Showdown series. Their trucks live from Gateway. It's going to be a phenomenal race. All kinds of action. Should have about 17 or 18 trucks, and as you can see, qualifying has just started. Right now, this truck looks like it's the 99, but it's actually going to be the 24. And we're going to have to see what Thomas Andrews is going to be able to do in this machine for the night. Let's switch over to one of the guys that was fastest in practice, going to be Noah Belleville in his number 41 Haas Automation production truck. Looks like a Ford F-150. I'm hoping at some point that the one and only Kurt Swatsworth or KS Gaming 51 will come on up and join me. But there you see the tower on the left-hand side of your screen. We're going to be able to try to keep up with everybody as they qualify, see if a first lap or second lap or what does it for these guys. So how about y'all out there in chat? Who do you guys have for tonight? Is it going to be Noah Belleville? Is it going to be Donald Ray that's been almost flawless this entire season? Thomas Andrews? Is it going to be Tristan Catania or maybe Byron Jones? Who's it going to be in your mind? Right now, Noah Belleville, he's at the top of the charts. He's going to bring it to a stop. How about this 78 Denver mattress throwback, again, to the one and only Martin Truex Jr.? Pretty good looking paint scheme. Right now, Toby Estes showing P3 on the qualifying board. This track is extremely, extremely tricky, and I watched a lot of people loop it around, coming off of turns 3 and 4 just a little bit earlier. So we'll have to see if that continues to plague the guys as the night goes on, or if they'll actually be able to hold on to it for all, I believe it's 100 laps tonight. All right, so it looks like 78 is done. Let's check in maybe with Kevin Feemster here in this deuce. It's another Ford F-150, right now sitting P5, and looks like he's going for his second lap. Kind of kicking the back end out just a little sideways. And as he comes across the start stripe that time, he's going to move his way up to P4. So good run for Kevin Feemster. How about Ryan Pannell? This truck, this driver, I tell you, Ryan Pannell is making his 300th ARCS start tonight here at Gateway. So big congratulations to this monster number 12 for Ryan Pannell, right now sitting P7 in qualifying. There's the 48 of Tristan Catania. He's pulled off to the side. Let's see if we can check in right now with James Kerr in this number 75 RaceArcs.com Black Acid Toyota TRD machine. So far, 10 guys have taken time. This is James Kerr's first lap. Little wide on the exit there. That might have been by design to see if there was any more grip up there. We'll have to see how he goes about completing his second lap. If he goes up high, wide, and handsome again, or if he's able to keep it down low. So far as he comes across the start stripe on his first lap, James Kerr is going to go all the way up to P number 7. Let's see if lap number 2 is any faster. Down the backstretch, heading into turns 3 and 4. 75 trying to keep it in there. I did hear something about some people shifting, other people not so much. You see the 75 getting into the throttle. Almost made some contact with the outside wall. And on lap number 2, it looks like James Kerr is going to go ahead and move it on up to P number 4. So congratulations to James Kerr. So far, though, Joshua Gaiman, he's going to have the fastest lap and the pole award. So we'll have to see if he's able to keep that Smeal Racing Design pole award or not. Still, only 11 guys have taken time, And it looks like there's about 6 more people to go. Tristan Catania is kind of sitting right there. Looks like his lap time is in. Joshua Gaiman, Noah Belleville, Donald Ray, James Kerr, Kevin Feemster. That's going to be your top 5 so far. Toby Estes, Jeremy Brialt, Ryan Pannell, Thomas Andrews, Alfie Sharon, and Tristan Catania. The guys that have not taken time yet: Daniel Maddox, Dylan McDonald, Mike LaJoy, Briley Wright, Tom Sears, and Byron Jones. Speaking of Byron Jones, looks like he's just taken his Patriot Esports U.S. Air Force number 29 Silverado for his attempt. He was actually really fast in qualifying, so let's see if he can match that. I'm sorry, he was really fast in practice, rather. Let's see if he's actually going to be able to match that in qualifying. I think this U.S. Air Force number 29 will have a real good shot at it. I think in practice he sat P3. Looking pretty solid off the corner. Coming across the line is his first lap time so far, second. So we've seen a lot of people really make up some time on their second lap. It looks like he might have got into that corner just a little hot, little loose, little slideways coming off of turns 1 and 2. Down the backstretch, hard on the throttle. I was waiting to see if we'd hear him downshift. Not so much right there, but he was able to get that truck all the way to that bottom line. Hard on the throttle off of 4. Let's see if he's able to grab that pole. Nope. Byron Jones going to be able to stay right in P number 2. So congratulations for Byron Jones. He's able to better his practice time, or practice position, I should say, by one spot. All right, looks like Briley Wright now, he might be out here on track, just bringing this number $46 General Toyota to the track, merging up off pit road. Definitely hope everybody out there is doing well. Personally, I've got about 8 or 9 cough drops and a bottle of water sitting here, trying to kick the remnants of COVID. That's why every now and then you kind of hear my voice fade in and out. It's trying to hold the cough back. Radiant Blue says hello, Radiant. Hope you're well. 46. This is going to go ahead and complete his first lap once he gets off turns 3 and 4 the best he can. Tom Sears is also out there on track right now, taking his time. Let's see where the 46 posts, and then we'll check in with Tommy Sears in that number 14. So it looks like right now Briley Wright's going to go ahead and take 11th. Here is that 14 Race ARCS machine, or Celtics machine this week. For Tommy Sears. Jay Kerr says, let's do this. Right now, Kerr, he's got a little bit to cheer for. He'll be starting inside the top 5 so far, unless the 14, the 38, the 77, or the 10 of Daniel Maddox can remove him. Tommy Sears on his first lap, he's going to go to P number 9. Dylan McDonald, as I mentioned, he's also out there on track. Let's check in with the 38 machine for him right now. This will be Dylan McDonald's first lap. So going into turns 3 and 4, let's see where he's able to come out. Moldy Muskrat says, hope it's a good one, ready to have some fun. Yeah, absolutely. Gateway can be a lot of fun. Very, very different corners all the way around. So we'll have to see how this works out. A little bit of banking here. Straightaways, they're not that long. So by the time the motor gets to the top of its its RPM, you're ready to hit the brakes or downshift to get into the corner. So, again, Dylan McDonald coming off of turns 3 and 4 right now. He's going to come across the start stripe. Let's see where he places in lap number 1. Dylan McDonald in that 38, so far sitting P number 9. Let's see if he's going to be able to pick up any time. So far now, this is going to leave Mike LaJoy and Daniel Maddox as the only two that have not yet taken a time. They might, maybe this isn't a track for them. Maybe they'll start in the back, just kind of waiting for things to settle down. We'll have to see. 38 though, coming off of turns 3 and 4, and for his second lap, let's see if he can get any better than 9th. Nope, looks like he is Dylan McDonald in this 38 Chevrolet. He will stay P number 9. So good job by him. Again, that just leaves Mike LaJoie and Daniel Maddox that have yet to qualify. Mike LaJoie in his number 77 and the 10 of Daniel Maddox. So far, Joshua Gaiman, Byron Jones, and Noah Belleville will be your top 3. Donald Ray and James Kerr would round out your top 5. You can see the entire lineup so far on the left-hand side of your screen. With just a couple minutes left, we'll see if Mike LaJoie or Daniel Maddox go out. Pannell, what's going on, man? How are you? All right, let's see if anybody else decides to go out. So far, nothing going on for Mike LaJoie or the 10 of Daniel Maddox. Both of them still sitting on pit road. Have so far decided not to come on out. While we're waiting to see if they come on out, I'll go ahead and actually show you the practice speeds from earlier. I'll leave your lineup up on screen as well. But yeah, here's your practice times from earlier. Earlier I mentioned that Byron Jones in his Patriot Esports number 29 ran 3rd. So right now it looks like he's going to line up at least 2nd unless Mike LaJoie or Daniel Maddox decide to come on out. But Joshua Gaiman, who's right now starting on pole, he was fastest in practice. Noah Belleville, that was 2nd in practice, now finds himself 3rd on the grid if it should stay like this. Alfie Sharon and Toby Estes right behind Dylan McDonald. That's going to be 4th, 5th, and 6th in practice anyway. Kevin Feemster, Tom Sears, Jeremy Briol, Mike LaJoie, Donald Ray, Briley Wright, Ryan Pannell, Tristan Catania, James Kerr. So that's going to be a pretty good improvement for him. In practice, he was 15th. Right now, if the qualifying lineup stays the way that it is, he'll actually start 5th. So great pickup by him. Thomas Andrews and Daniel Maddox would round out your 17 trucks, and that is exactly so far how many are going to get ready to go ahead and take the green. Again, just waiting to see if these last couple go on out and take time. So far, it doesn't look like they are. All right, so how about it, guys and gals out there in chat? Who do y'all have for tonight? Is it going to be, the sentimental favorite, Ryan Pannell, making his 300th ARC start tonight? Is it going to be Kerr in that black acid machine? Is it going to be Joshua Gaiman that's fastest in practice and sets the pole? Is it going to be a Byron Jones who said he was feeling pretty good about the track? Is it going to be Donald Ray, a guy that's been very, very fast all season long? We'll definitely have to see how it all shakes out. Yeah, Kerr, definitely hope to see you in the top 3 when it's all said and done as well. We'll have to see. But again, qualifying should be wrapping up here in just a moment. Mike LaJoie and Daniel Maddox, again, so far have not taken their time, and I would imagine by now it would probably be too late. Not quite sure if you could hear it in the background, but the series admins kind of holding a driver's meeting right now to give them all the ins and outs of the race, how many sets of tires, and everything. I believe that tonight's race is 100 laps around Gateway. It should be a good race. I actually ran a race here not too long ago. It could definitely be very, very challenging. All right, so qualifying is in the books. Let's see if we can go ahead and show you the grid right now. And here you go. So the ARCS Saturday Night Showdown from Gateway. It's going to be Joshua Gaiman with Byron Jones on the front row, Noah Belleville and Donald Ray for row number 2, James Kerr, Kevin Feemster, row 3, Tom Sears and Toby Estes, row 4, Dylan McDonald and Jeremy Brialt, they're going to take up row 5. Row 6 going to be Briley Wright and Ryan Pannell. Row 7, Thomas Andrews and Alfie Sharon. Tristan Catania and Mike LaJoy going to take row 8. And then Daniel Maddox, he's going to bring up the rear in 17th spot. So again, big congratulations to Joshua Gaiman. He is tonight's Smeal Racing Designs Pole Award winner. So man, way to start it off. Good job by him, and we'll see if he can back up his practice and his qualifying now, and also go ahead and grab the win. Maybe we'll be talking to him in a podium position as well. But again, big thank you to Smeal Racing Designs for sponsoring the ARCS Saturday Night Showdown Series Pole Award winner. All right, so you see everybody getting gridded up. Let's go ahead and get back to them right now. There you see the 61 on the pole. The 29 of Byron Jones, 2 is outside. And, man, great show so far by all. Let's go ahead and bring up your ticker so you can kind of keep up with everybody as they go. And, man, again, big congratulations to the 61. Way to back it all up. All right, we're going to start rolling. Let's go ahead and bring this back just a little bit. There you see the mix pace car. Some say it looks like a Ford Fusion. Others, who really knows exactly what the pace car is. But man, this is fixing to be one hell. I just said fixing. I haven't said that in a long time. But yeah, this is getting ready to be one hell of a race. Again, 100 laps here from Gateway. I definitely want to thank everybody that's out there in chat. Big thank you for coming out, hanging out. Definitely looking forward to chatting it up. And I'm glad that you're keeping me company. Again, this is the ARCS Saturday Night Showdown Series. Going to be one hell of a race. Lights atop the pace car are out. And there you see him coming off of turn number 4. They should be addressing the line. And you see the pace car on pit road. Here we go. We're getting ready to go green. 61's going to go ahead and stab that throttle. We're green at Gateway. Going into turns 1 and 2, 61's going to go ahead and throw it down. Byron Jones going to be on the outside, but he will be able to keep P number 2. Battle right now for P3 between the 41 and the 5. 41 of Noah Belleville and Donald Ray. Again, a guy that's been, bad fast all season long. I'll actually go ahead and pull up your track map. That way you guys can see exactly who is where and when as the race goes on, and see just how spread out they get as the race goes on as well. But so far, 61, he started on pole. Looks like he's going to be able to go ahead and take lap number 1. So he's going to get that point for leading a lap very early. Working lap number 2, and we'll have to see how these battles shake out. 41 trying to look underneath the 5 of Donald Ray right now, side by side. These corners can be very tricky. If you're on that high side, you might be able to get a little bit of extra grip and get back on the throttle early, but it doesn't always work out like that. The bottom side can also hold a lot, but you got to be very careful about getting back in the throttle too soon and looping your truck around, and you'll have no way to really save it. These things can actually get very, very loose at times. I'll go ahead and pull up your weather, show you exactly what kind of track conditions these guys are having to deal with. Looks like 74 degree track temp, 74 degree air temp, 76 degree track temp. So as the race goes on, the track is going to change just a little bit. The air temperature is going to come down, but the track temperature may actually go up because of the traffic on track. So we'll have to see how that plays out as the race goes on as well. So far, Joshua Gaming, he just put down the fastest lap of the race on his last lap, 33.89. So working lap 4, and Joshua Gaming finding his knack and able to really lay down some laps. But then again, in qualifying, we did see where people were putting down their fastest laps on their subsequent lap. So on lap 2, they were able to go faster than they were on lap 1. Might just be the tire pressure, might be the heat in the tire, could be finding a different line on the track. It all depends. Let's go a little bit further back in the field. Look at some of these battles. There's the 5, the 2, the 78, the 38, and the 14 of Tommy Sears. Tommy Sears is going to go ahead and try to duck underneath that 38, try to get a good run up off the corner, just like you see the 2 and the 5 ahead of him, but it should be the 38 with the momentum on the outside. 14's got to duck in. A little bit further back, looks like it might be a good little battle here between the 12 of Ryan Pannell. And again, if you missed it earlier, Ryan Pannell is celebrating his 300th ARCS start here tonight at Gateway. So big congratulations to Ryan Pannell. Right behind him, you see the 99 X-Side machine on track, but it's actually a different paint scheme. Something happened with trading paints and didn't load up properly. But either way, I'm sure Thomas Andrews, in what should be a 24, I'm sure as the night goes on, he'll try to work his way on up through the field. Let's go back up and check in with our leader. Looks like the 61 now, instead of having about a truck and a half length gap over the 29 of Byron Jones, it's now just about 4/10. And behind Byron Jones, you see the 41 of Noah Belleville. Noah Belleville started P3. He's right back to P3. Donald Ray started P4. He's also still in P4. So your top 4 so far have not gained or lost any spots. They are keeping the status quo, and they continue to run right where they qualified. Let's actually take a ride around with Byron Jones, jump on board with him, and see what he's having to deal with. You hear him downshift, get it as low as possible, and then really just feather the throttle coming up off the corner, keeping right tabs with the 61 now down to 3/10. So he's actually able to gain a little bit. Let's see if he's downshifting in on this side of the track as well. Nope, don't really hear it. Might have to a little bit later on. We'll see how the wear continues to change the way his truck feels. But so far, Byron Jones's truck's looking pretty stable. There you hear him downshifting again, trying to get the most amount of grip, carry the most amount of speed off the corner, and keeping right where he was. So great job by Byron Jones. So again, the top 4 doing everything that they were doing before. Looks like a little bit of a battle back here between the 39 and the 14. They're side by side. Looks like the 14, he's going to be able to move on up one spot. Last time we saw the 14, he was battling the 38. Well, now the 38 is good 3 or 4 spots in front of the 14. So the 38 of Dylan McDonald continues to pick up spots, and the 14's trying to keep right there with him. And we just saw Toby Estes, he's pulling to the inside of the deuce of Kevin Feemster, trying to take a spot away. But Feemster, he's going to try to fight back on the outside. Nothing doing. He'll have to fall back in. Same as the 39. He'll have to fall in right in front of the 14, completing one more lap, completing lap 13 of 100. So when I first pulled up the track map, I said you'll be able to keep track of everybody, where they go and how they get separated. When I said that, everybody was right with each other. Now you can see the entire span of the 17 or 18 trucks that are out here on track cover up one full straightaway or one full side of the track. So definitely getting some space between them, which usually means a great green flag run is in the works. 14 now back 2 spots from where he qualified. You see the deuce up high. He's also down 2 spots. So pretty good battle here between those guys. You're not missing anything up front. It's still Joshua Gaiman, Byron Jones, Noah Belleville, and Donald Ray. Dylan McDonald, though, I talked about him just a moment ago, how he was picking up spot after spot. So far, Dylan McDonald is up 4 spots, and he is so far tonight's biggest mover since qualifying. All right, so since we've got a few laps in our belt, or under our belt rather, let's go ahead and bring up your actual scoring tower and keep track of things as they go. And we'll go ahead and bring your track map back up also. There you go. See the 38 try to dive to the inside of the 5 of Donald Ray. He's got the 39 right behind. 5 is up high. 39 down low. We'll have to see if he can actually take the advantage going into turns 3 and 4. If he does, he'll have to try to get it down as close to those rumble strips as possible without hitting him. The 5 is going to have to try to get back in the throttle without looping it around. Looks like 38 is going to be able to take it, and the 39, 5 actually bounced off the outside wall right there. That allowed the 39 to follow the 38 on through, and now he's under fire from the 14. I'm sure that 5 probably has just a little bit of damage on the right-hand side. Let's actually go on back and take a look at that right rear. Yeah, completely scraped up this gear wrench number 5. But it's a short track, so it's not really going to weigh too much on the aero. But you see the 78 of Toby Estes. He's going to try to get up there and take another spot, pushing the 5 back further. So now move Dylan McDonald up 5 spots, and now your biggest mover is going to be the 39 of Alfie Chiffon, sitting P number 5 up 9 spots. Here he is in this Menards machine. Good little battle here between the 29 and the 41. We saw the 41 kind of catching up on the 29, and it looks like with all that going on, that has allowed Joshua Gaiman to pull ahead by about almost a good 2 seconds flat. You see it there on the scoring pylon, 1.89 seconds ahead. So these guys really just need to stay lined up and try to continue to work their way closer and closer to the back bumper of Joshua Gaiman. If they can get back to his back bumper, maybe they can force a mistake and one of these guys can lead or make it a 3-way battle for P number 1 as the race goes on. But either way, good race here by everybody. Let's go on up and pick up with this Toyota. his number 61 Toyota TRD for Joshua Gaiman. Not really seeing much at all. I mean, there's really no lap traffic that he's got to worry about in his immediate future. Nothing like that. As we look from way high from the Goodyear blimp, coming across the start stripe that time, going in turns 1 and 2. No lap traffic to deal with yet, and as you can see on the on the track map, I mean, he won't catch anybody for a good while, because the guy in last is on the front stretch. Actually, speaking of front stretch, looks like Toby Estes in his number 78 has decided to come on down pit road. So he's going to be the first one. Maybe try a little bit of strategy. Grab some fuel. Come on out. He will go 1 lap down to Joshua Gaiman. As you see him up there on track 78, will come on out. And now he's just got to hope for a caution to where everybody else will have to go ahead and pit. There's a 61 coming down pit road right now as well. So that's gonna hand the lead over to the 41 of Noah Belleville, as he's under fire from the 29 of Byron Jones, the 39 of Alfie Sharon. He's working his way on up as well. Joshua Gaiman on pit road. Like I said, Tom Sears now moving himself up to P number 5 in that number 14. Great battle here, side by side. This is for the lead. And now I'm sure the 41 saying, "Hey man, I got a pit here in just a minute. Can we give each other just a little bit of room?" And it looks like Belleville kind of blinked out for a moment, so we're going to go ahead and switch that. That's going to hand the lead over to the 29 U.S. Air Force Patriot Esports machine for Byron Jones. He's going to take a point and go ahead and lead 1 lap. So Noah Belleville has decided to go on down pit road as well. So far, we have run 24 laps, all caution-free, and if people are pitting at lap 24, 25, 23, and whatnot, they'll have to pit at least 3 more times because they cannot go the full 100 laps, or they haven't been able to go 25 laps, or some of them haven't anyway, depending on how much they're shifting to try to save some fuel. But great job by Byron Jones to go ahead and lead a couple laps. 39 still right there with him, really pushing for everything that he's worth. 38 right now of Dylan Mcdonald sitting P number 3. Tommy Sears in P14. Now Jeremy Brialt up to P number 5 in this number 74 Midwest Barbecue Ford F-150. Looks like something may have happened with Noah Belleville. Let's see if we can find out exactly what it is. It's saying that he may have had an issue. Coming off pit road, you see him leaving his pit stall. Looks like he's trying to get on the throttle as much as he can, and he loops it around, but does not collect anybody else behind him and did not go back out on track. Great job by the 41 to keep it locked down. Let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so Byron Jones continues to lead. Tom Sears and Alfie Sharon in the 14 and the 39 respectively. They've decided to go on down pit road. So Byron Jones continues to lead. Now the 38 right here of Dylan Mcdonald sitting P number 2. Jeremy Brialt, James Kerr, and Briley Wright gonna be your top 5. And every time these green flag pit stops continue or start, it separates the field more and more. Byron Jones also more and more right now having to deal with a little bit of lap traffic. As you see this U.S. Air Force number 29 Harvick throwback come on down pit road. And going to try to be as aggressive as possible, getting to the commitment line, lock it down, and then get to his pit stop as fast as possible while not speeding. So let's actually ride with Byron Jones to see exactly how this pit stop goes. If he's able to get in there without actually overrunning his pit, and also not staying too far back as well. Very, very long pit road, or so it seems. Not as long as a place like Pocono or anything like that. There he is. Got cleanly into his pit. He'll grab 4 brand new Eagle Feel Goods. Come on back out. All the while, 38 of Dylan McDonald now. He's inherited the lead. Jeremy Brialt, James Kerr, Briley Wright, and Thomas Andrews. That's going to be your new top 5. See how much longer the 38 is going to be able to stay out right now. Working lap number 29. And if he can go a few more laps, he's going to be able to cut off almost 1 full pit stop, I would imagine. So we'll have to see. Some people came in on lap 23. So they wouldn't be able to go the entire distance. And it looks like Byron Jones right now, he was actually able to come out and stay on the lead lap while the 38 has not yet gone down pit road. So McDonald, Brialt, Kerr, Andrews, Wright, Gaiman, Sears, Estes, and maybe... No, Wright is now on pit road. So still a few more people that have to go down pit road. We'll see how that all works out. There is the 38 going on down pit road right now. That should hand everything over to 74 of Jeremy Brialt, but nope, he's coming down pit road also. Here's the 75 of James Kerr. It looks like he's going to stay out and lead a lap, so good job by Kerr in this Black Acid Toyota TRD machine. As he comes across the line, that's going to add another point for Mr. Kerr. Hear him downshifting, getting into the corner. You hear the motor really whine out. You can definitely get that truck to low up and get it planted on that bottom line and try to carry as much speed as you can coming off the corner. Looks like Kerr, he's going to come on down pit road, and that's going to hand the lead over to the 99, which is actually the 24 of Thomas Andrews. He's going to come down pit road. So this is going to fully cycle back to Joshua Gaiman in this number 61. Tom Sears back here in his 14, looking like he's going to be at least a good 6 seconds behind Gaiman. So Gaiman had a phenomenal pit stop and was also able to gain time on the rest of the field. '61, a little bit of a battle here with the 46. 46 right now is actually in P14, 1 lap down. So I'm sure the 61 is saying, hey, man, just please cut me some slack. But at the same time, the 46 is the first truck 1 lap down. So he's got to stay right there with the leader, because if the 61 comes up to anybody else and laps them, the 46 has to also be right there to capitalize to remain the first truck 1 lap down. That way, if a caution does come out, he gets his lap back. Or he might actually just try to get his lap back the old-fashioned way by passing the leader. There's the 46 going to the inside of the 61. 46 throwing it in. 61, he's just going to go ahead and duck in right behind. Get into a little bit of dirty air. Might actually tighten that truck up just a little bit. These things are pretty loose on newer tires. But that does fully cycle everybody down pit road. The people that pit the earliest are talking about Toby Estes. He went in on lap 20. Looks like Donald Ray went in on lap 21. Everybody else is lap 23, 24, or later. But Joshua Gaiman, he actually went in on lap 22. So that could also be why he's got such a great gap, or how he was able to increase the gap over P2 Tommy Sears back to 5 seconds, because he had fresher tires a little bit sooner than everybody else. For example, Tommy Sears, he went down pit road on lap 25. So that's an extra 3 laps that the 61 was out there on new rubber and trying to really put down some blistering laps. So good strategy, differing in laps by a lot of different people, and we'll just have to see how it all works out for him as the race goes on. Let's go ahead and check in with Tommy Sears in his Celtics machine. Right now, again, sitting P number 2, 5.2 seconds behind Joshua Gaiman. Then you got Toby Estes, about 9 seconds back off the lead in his Furniture Row Toyota machine. Dylan Mcdonald, he's sitting in P number 4, up 5 spots from where he qualified in his 38. Definitely showed to have a lot of speed working his way through the field. Jeremy Brialt, Noah Belleville, Byron Jones, Donald Ray, and Kevin Feemster. That's going to be your top 9. James Kerr rounding out your top 10. Great little battle here for 4th, 5th, and 6th. Dylan McDonald, Jeremy Brialt, and Noah Belleville. You see the 74 of Jeremy Brialt trying to dive to the inside of the 38, take a spot away. The 41 and the 29 were having a pretty good battle earlier. 41 definitely showed to have pretty good tires on the long run. A little bit of contact there, 41 and the 74. I think that's going to put the 41 into the inside wall. Let's see how he continues to fall. No damage on the front end. Looks like he's got some on the back end. And that will actually bring out our first caution of the night. It's going to be between the 74 of Jeremy Brialt and the 41 of Noah Belleville. Let's see exactly how far to the infield the 41 ended up going as all that played out. And you saw it right here live. Let's go back with Noah. Let's go ahead and rewind just a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and stop it. We'll go ahead and change our camera angle, and we'll play it from here. You see the 74 down low. And let's actually rewind that one more time. All right, and let's go ahead and go to his left rear and watch it from here. So you see him getting up. Oh, whoa! Well, that's gonna be close. That might. There's obviously no damage on the left rear before he hit the wall. I think it might have been just a little bit of net coat, but they're also going to go ahead and use this for their stage break. So congratulations to Joshua Gaiman for taking the stage, and let's go ahead and bring this back live. All right, so Joshua Gaiman in this number 61, he's leading the charge right now. Let's see if we can't get a quick word in with Joshua Gaiman. We'll go ahead and pull him from the ARCS channel. Or we'll actually wait until he comes off pit road. That way he can take care of everything else that he's got to take care of first. Still sitting on pit road, so I'm going to guess maybe he had a little bit of damage or something. Not 100% sure. All right, let's go ahead and chat with him. Joshua Gaiman, driver of the number 61, RaceArcsMachine.com. Buddy, you got a copy?
I got you, man.
Well, bud, you got the stage points. You showed to have a pretty bad fast truck. You pit a couple of laps earlier. I believe it was on like lap 23, where others had come in like 25, 26, 28. What was your initial strategy now that we got the stage break in? And do you think after spending a little bit of extra time on pit road that you'll actually be able to work your way back up?
I'm not too worried about working my way back up. You know, like you said, I'm pretty quick right now, so as long as I can keep the bumper on the front of the truck, we'll be all right. Yeah, I got apparently passing the pace car. I didn't think I was ahead of him, but it's iRacing, so what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's definitely been a clean race so far, so anything can happen from now on.
Well, buddy, I definitely wish you a whole lot of luck. I said it's a RaceArcs.com truck, and boy, was I wrong. You've got all kinds of anime on the front of this. Before we go back green, any quick shout-outs for you?
Yeah, I might as well. The car is a Good Smile Racing car. It's a Japanese GT team, so I run their liveries as much as possible on literally anything I can.
All right, well, we'll go ahead and we'll get you back up to the ARC Sports Bar. Definitely wish you a lot of luck, sir. You go ahead and keep it green, and as Rick James always says, keep the shiny side up, sir.
Absolutely.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get him back up to the ARCS channel and let him concentrate on what he's going to do with his restart. Let's go ahead and get back to our leader, which now will be the 14 Celtics machine for Tommy Sears. Toby Estes and Byron Jones gonna be your top three. Looks like the lights on the pace truck are out. Let's actually jump on board with Byron Jones and see exactly what he's got to deal with as we get ready to get ready to go back green. It's from the back chase cam. It's camera fixed to the rear spoiler on his truck. But let's try the good old roof cam. All right, pace car is going to go ahead and make that hard left towards pit road, getting very, very close to each other, getting ready to go. You'll see this RaceArcs.com Celtic machine smash the throttle, and we are going back under green here from Gateway. $29.78. They're going to continue to battle it out for P number 2. You see the 74 for Jeremy Brialt right behind. 29 and 78 side by side going down the backstretch, heading into turn number 3. 29 is going to try to hold it down. If he can do it, he might have a shot at the lead. But at the same time, you got to be very, very disciplined. Watch how much throttle you put in because you can snap it around on these newer tires. 29 again, going to go ahead and dive it in. 14 going to try to stay strong on the high side. 29 had to check up just a little bit. You saw the 74 get very, very close. That kind of accordion things on the backstretch just a little bit. And now going into 3 and 4 still. 29, 14 side by side. Who's going to come off the corner victorious? So far looking like the 29, 14 will just have to give up. Oh, we got a wreck coming off with turn number 4. Caution's going to be out. Looks like it's going to be Kevin Feemster, Dylan McDonald, Toby Estes, and Alfie Sharon. But what a great battle for the lead right there. Dale Fan saying good luck, number 29. Well, Dale Fan, you just saw a great battle, and it looks like Byron Jones was able to go ahead and grab the top spot. Let's go on back, find out what happened with these guys. Let's go ahead and rewind that. Actually, let's try it from Donald Ray. Nope, it's not what I wanted. There we go. Let's try it from here. So you're looking behind the 5. He was trying to keep away from the 61. So let's rewind off the 61 here. And we'll play it here. Mm. 78 Deuce and others having some pretty big issues. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so we pulled the 61 earlier. Let's see if we can actually pull Byron Jones from his Patriot Esports channel, and see if we can't grab a quick word. Byron Jones, driver of this number 29 U.S. Air Force Patriot Esports Silverado. Byron, it's repeat up in the booth, buddy. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Pete. What's going on?
Well, bud, you were able to get into your pit stall and come on out. You gained a couple of additional spots. That was one hell of a battle right there between you and the 14. And it seems like between practice, qualifying, and now, you've kind of found your groove and where you're able to get this truck to hook up. Now, do you think you can hold on to the lead as Dale Fan 8, your grandma out there in chat, saying, "Go Byron"?
Yeah, what's up, Grandma? But yeah, I mean, hopefully after gaming, he apparently got a black flag for passing the pace car, so he went ahead and shuffled on back to the back of the pack. Another one of the guys I'm keeping an eye out on is that 41, but I'm hoping, man, this car is feeling really, really fast. They gave me a great truck for tonight. Hopefully we can see if we can park this thing in victory lane when it's all said and done.
Well, we talked to the 61 after he won the stage, and he was actually just involved in that wreck. But yeah, definitely a very, very fast truck. We saw you in the 41 dueling it out earlier while the 61 was leading. Buddy, you go ahead and go get him. I see everybody going back 2 by 2. Stand on it, man.
Will do. Thank you.
You got it. All right, let's go ahead and get Byron Jones back to his Patriot Esports channel. That way he can kind of get back into his racing mindset right now. So yeah, we definitely wish Byron Jones a lot of luck. As you see, the lights atop the pace car are out. 14's going to go ahead and line up to his outside. 74, 41, and others. Looks like it's going to round out with James Kerr right now in P number 5, also in this Toyota machine. So right now, we're seeing a whole bunch of different manufacturers inside the top 5. In fact, let's actually show you exactly who's driving what in the scoring tower. There you go. So instead of times, there you go. You can see who's driving a Chevy, who's driving a Ford, who's driving what. Green flag back out. Byron Jones hard on the throttle, and able to hold everybody off going into turn number 1. Now this is where the kid basically needs to get his nerves in check. He knows that he's got a fast truck. Things are really working out for him. He said he was able to figure out exactly where he can get this thing to hook up. Right now he's got a good half a second lead on P number 2. He just needs to maintain as the race goes on. Go ahead and look back from Byron Jones in this number 29. There you see the whole rest of the field on the backstretch. You can also see that on the track map that's up on screen for you as well, right underneath the Chicks and Honey Homestead logo. Which, by the way, guys and gals out there, if you're on Instagram, look them up. They are all about teaching people how to run a proficient homestead, how to grow your own grow animals and for meat and dairy and all that. How to run planters and whatnot. So yeah, look them up on Instagram. A lot of great information there, especially if you're into working your own land. In fact, here I'll tell you exactly what their page says verbatim as we continue to watch back from Byron. It says, this is an Instagram page all about teaching people how to create a self-sufficient homestead. We're teaching others how to turn raw land into self-sufficient property. Everything from solar, self-building your house, creating a garden, raising your own animals to provide meat, dairy, and goods to your family. So there you go. Again, over on Instagram, Chicks and Honey. All right, let's go ahead and break from this, widen it out just a little bit. There you see everybody coming on down the front stretch, heading into turn number 1. Jeremy Briel, he's going to try to put a little bit of pressure on Byron Jones here as quick as he can. This Midwest barbecue machine looking pretty good right now, up 8 spots from where he qualified. Yeah, the cautions have helped both Byron as well as the 74. Tommy Sears right now sitting P number 3. He's up 4 spots from where he qualified. Another big mover is going to be Alfie Sharon Jr. back here in this number 39 running P6. He's up 8 spots. So there are a few big movers throughout the field, and have to see how it all shakes out as we are now just past halfway in this 100-lapper here from Gateway. $14 diving it in really deep. You saw the 74 come on down. Still see the 29 leading, and that thing's looking pretty solid coming up off the corner. Let's take a look behind the 14 of Tom Sears. There you see Joshua Gaiman. He's the 61 that has led a good majority of the race, and he also had some issues and was involved in that last caution. Let's see how this thing looks. Looks like he has gone down pit road and was able to take care of some of that damage. Right now sitting in P number 4, down 3 spots after qualifying on the Smeal pole and trying to hold off the 39 of Alfie Sharon. $14 and okay, man, I thought that was going to be a little bit closer than what it actually was. But yeah, 14 and the 64 with the 39 doing a little bit of battling here, going across the start stripe, the start lap number 57, not missing anything up front. Still Byron Jones leading, Jeremy Briot P2, Tommy Sears P3, Alfie Sharon in P4, and Joshua Gaiman right here P5. Jeremy Briot just kind of slipped up track a little bit. Not sure if he got into a corner a little hot or what exactly happened, but that brought one more truck to this battle. So that's going to move Tom Sears in his number 14 up to P2. Byron Jones still leading, 74. Jeremy Briot going to slide one back, but now under fire from the 39 of Alfie Sharon. They're going to go side by side down the backstretch. 61 just going to wait and see who's going to be able to take the line. Ford versus Toyota going into 3. You know, kind of keeping an eye on this number 74 for Jeremy Briot. I tell you what, guys and gals, if you need any kind of barbecue or smoking equipment for any kind of meats you can think of, go on over to the link that I just put out there in chat. I mean, they've got equipment big enough to be pulled by a pickup truck. And you know, equipment that you could just use in your home or in your backyard. You wouldn't want to use a smoker in your house. But go on over and check them out. All kinds of barbecue and smoking equipment at MidwestBBQEquip.com. Go on over, check it out. Absolutely phenomenal, and it really looks like the equipment is top grade. I mean, really nice looking stuff. So, again, MidwestBBQEquip.com, one of the primary sponsors here of the ARCS Saturday Night Showdown series, right along with Chicks and Honey Homestead over on Instagram. So Byron Jones continuing to lead. If we look off of his back deck, you see Tom Sears and Alfie Sharon trying to run him down. He did have a little over a second lead, but it looks like the 14 of Tommy Sears starting to run him down just a bit, down to just under half a second. And the more that they continue to work together, the more they'll be able to gain time. Let's actually ride along with Tom Sears, jump into the cockpit and see if he's also shifting or if he's just running his line. Oh, you see the 14 tag the wall just a little bit. Might have got just a little just a little loose. Had to chase the truck up to the wall. I'm sure that's going to cause just a little bit of damage. Let's see as he goes into coming off the corner, having to turn just to the right a little bit, still loose. As he goes into turns 3 and 4, let's see if he's shifting. Yep, you heard him. You heard him shift down to third right there. And as he comes up off the corner, there he is shifting again. In fact, let's show you what he's doing here. Nope, that's the wheel, not that one. There we go. There you can see right now he's in third gear, coming up off the corner. You should see it. There he is, shifted up to fourth gear. So he's shifting. I'm pretty sure Byron Jones is shifting as well. Right now, there he is, downshifted to third gear. Coming up off the corner, you'll see him shift up to fourth. There he is. And coming across the start stripe to start lap number 65. Let's go ahead and widen this out one more time and show you the lead that we've got going on. Chase Sears, always great racing. Chase, I couldn't agree with you more. Man, it's these guys have put on a great race. They've only had one caution tonight, and that was the stage caution. And Toby Welsh, I couldn't agree with you more. Love to see good racing. So after the 14 hit the wall, it looks like the 39 of Alfie Sharon was able to go ahead and take P2. So move this number 39 Toyota TRD Menards machine up 12 spots. He is the biggest mover throughout the night so far. Jeremy Briault is up 5 spots. Nobody else anywhere near the 39, though. Great run so far by this Menards machine. We'll have to see if he can get on up there and challenge the 29 as the race goes on. Right now, the gap between first and second, as you see there on the scoring pylon, just a mere 0.8. It was down to just about a half a second. That's when the 14 was in P2. But after he tagged the wall, it kind of made both of them check up just a little bit. We'll have to see how they can, or if they can, run that back down. Now, most people pit between lap 20 and 25. Then the stage break came out at about lap 35. So we'll have to see who flinches first to come on down pit road, grab 4 brand new Eagle Feel Goods, come on out with max speed and try to make up some time. We saw how the 61 did that earlier. He pit on lap 22 and the 14 pit on lap 25, and that ended up giving the 61 like an additional 4-second lead over the 14 when everybody cycled through and had gone down pit road. Let's go ahead and drop on back a little bit, see if we can't find any good battles going on out here on track. Here's a decent little 3-way battle. Jeremy Briault, Dylan McDonald, and Toby Estes in this number 78. That 74 machine pretty strong. He was challenging for the lead just a little bit ago, but now finds himself a little bit further back. Briley Wright back here in this 46. We saw him get some damage earlier. You still see that damage on his driver's side door. Just behind him, the 2 of Kevin Feemster, and the truck that Byron Jones said he was going to have to watch earlier, the 41 of Noah Belleville, as it looks like he's going to bring that Haas CNC machine down pit road and start a green flag run of pit stops. So the 41 is going to be the first one to go down pit road. Let's see how much longer it is before the 29, 39, or the 14 come on down. They're not going to want to stay out too much later than everybody else because of the time that you make up on those 4 brand new Eagle Feel Goods. Working lap 70 right now. If Byron can stay out another 4 laps, he did go 26 or 27 laps for the opening run. So if he goes down pit road here in just a few, he should be able to go the distance and possibly try to make up or keep as much of his track position as possible. Good battle right now between the 39 and the 14. Thought I saw the 14 try to duck to the outside. No such thing right there. You can definitely tell that these guys are slower coming through and off the corners than they were earlier. The lead now down to 4/10. So Alfie Sharon and Tom Sears really starting to run down that 29 bit by bit. But at the same time, they're having to fight that dirty air coming off the back bumper of that 29. Looks like Joshua Gaiman, Jeremy Brialt, and Donald Ray have also chosen to come on down pit road. That's going to push them back to 11th, 12th, and 13th. Tristan Catania in his number 48 also on pit road. And looks like Alfie Sharon is going to go ahead and inherit the lead as the 29 of Byron Jones comes on down pit road. Here is the cockpit view of that 29. Let's see as he pulls into his pit stop. That was another thing they were warned also about. You saw that set of ladders or that set of stairs from that ladder. If you get too close, that actually will damage your truck. So everybody was warned to stay as far away from that as possible. You see the 29 able to get under his pit board. The right side has gone up. And now the left side's up. He's going to go ahead and grab 4 brand new Eagle Feel Goods. He's now full of fuel. 26 laps remaining. So he's going to have to hope that he can make it the rest of the way. I believe that's how far he went in the first stint. We'll have to see now how far he can go in this Kevin Harvick number 29 throwback machine as the race continues. But again, now Alfie Sharon, he's going to go ahead. He had already picked up the lead. He's going to go ahead and bring that Menard Slim Jim machine down pit road. Tom Sears in this number 14 also going to follow. That's going to hand the lead over to the 38 of Dylan McDonald in his Chevy Silverado. Looking back at the 78 and the 46. So that's going to be your new top 3. Once Joshua Gaiman and Byron Jones pass on by, that should come back full cycle. Now, Joshua Gaiman, he also just came on down pit road on lap 71. Byron Jones came on down lap 72. These two should be really, really close. There's the 61. Byron Jones right there. A little bit of a gap between the two as they cycle through. All right, so again, 38 continues to lead. Toby Estes, Briley Wright, Joshua Gaiman, and Byron Jones. So once it gets back to Byron Jones, it will come full circle. And actually, when it gets back to Joshua Gaiman, rather, it'll be full circle. So once Dylan McDonald, Toby Estes, and Briley Wright come on down pit road, which they might just be waiting for a caution. If a caution should come out right now, that would keep up to P number 9 on the lead lap. As you see a battle here between the 78 and the 38, excuse me, and that was for the lead. All right, so 38, he's going to come on down pit road. That's going to leave the lead solely to the 78 of Toby Estes. Briley Wright still right back here behind him in this number 46 Dollar General M&M's Toyota truck. Just saw a notification that something happened with Tom Sears. Let's go back, find out what happened with that number 14. See the 14 down low. Looks like he's going to stay on the binders. Just steer to the right. Great job by locking it down and not collecting anybody, but also not damaging that truck. Great job by number 14 to keep that thing moving and undamaged. Great job. Let's go ahead and bring it back live. So now, still, Toby Estes continues to lead. The last time these two pit was on lap 46. Joshua Gaiman right now sitting P number 3. He is the first truck that had just recently come down pit road. Byron Jones sitting P3, and Alfie Sharon P5. So Toby Estes, he's coming down. Briley Wright is number 46 coming down right behind him. That's going to hand everything back over to Joshua Gaiman, and now it's showing Byron Jones a good 4 seconds behind him. Not quite sure how this will all play out. Byron Jones does have 1 lap fresher tires than the 61, but I don't know if that will be enough. Here we are from the 29. Let's actually jump on board with him and see exactly what he's seeing from his roof cam. He's not seeing that 61 at all. Not anywhere close, anyway. All right, so now everybody's gone down pit road. 21 laps remaining. Guys and gals, if you want to follow ARCS on Twitter, there it is right at the top of your scoring pylon at ARCS_racing. Keep up with them, everything that they're doing. This community races 6 or 7 nights a week. Always something going on. There's trucks, there's Xfinity, there's Cup, I believe there's Dirt, I believe there's Modified. I mean, they do all kinds of things just about every night of the week. Make sure you follow them on Twitter at ARCS_racing. 20 to go. Going to kind of work our way through the field. And actually, it just got a notification that something happened with Ryan Pannell. Let's find out what happened with the 12. There's the 12 going down the backstretch, going into turns 3 and 4 in this monster machine. Off the corner, 46 looked like it had an issue. And as the 12 was blinking, you saw the sparks up on the wall. So the 12 having a couple of connectivity issues. But he'll go ahead and continue. Let's go ahead and bring it back live. Let's go ahead and check in on the track temp one more time. See exactly how this is all playing out for the guys. So it looks like the air temperature has dropped down to 72 degrees. Track temp is actually still right at 76, so that has stayed consistent. Because these guys are keeping the track relatively warm, it hasn't cooled off, even though the track temperature, the air temperature has. All right, let's go ahead and back this out again. Show you guys from a wider view as far as what's going on with first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. You see Joshua Gaiman right there at the bottom of your screen. Byron Jones running P number 2. There's Gaiman right there in his 61. So even though he was involved in that wreck, able to get that thing fixed up and really show just how excuse me, how fast of a truck he's got tonight. That Toyota's definitely on rails. Here's the battle right now for P number 2 between Byron Jones and the 39 of Alfie Sharon. Noah Belleville a little bit further back in that 41. When we talked to Byron, he said this is somebody that he was going to have to watch as the night has gone on. So far, no challenge to the top 3. So far, it looks like your podium could very well be Joshua Gaiman, Byron Jones, and Alfie Sharon if things stay as they do. These two have a very, very good chance of swapping positions, or they could stay just as they are. Byron Jones coming on down and try to slam that door shut on the 39. 39 on the rumble strips, trying to get see if that would help that truck turn. Definitely didn't see him loose. That means, to me, that tells me that the tire pressure and the tire temperature are both up. See him catching up to the 48 of Tristan, and looks like 29 is going to be able to try to get on by. 39 is going to try to follow. A little bit of a shot there to the back bumper. That sent Byron reeling, but was able to hold on to it. Great job by Byron Jones. And let's see if that actually caused any damage to the front end of the 39. Looks like it might have. It definitely looks like it caused some damage to the back end of the 29. So those two, tangoing just a little bit. I know if we take a look at the rear of that 29, we're going to see that the wicker is definitely bent up a bit. There you go. '39 definitely throws that truck into the corner just a little bit more than Byron Jones does. As you hear him shifting, coming up off the corner. Next time by, 10 laps to go. But this is the battle right now for P number 2. Alfie Sharon right behind the 29. Noah Belleville, you see that red car just now coming off the corner. That's going to be P number 4, and Dylan Mcdonald a little bit further back right now, sitting in P number 5 in this number 38. Dale fans saying, "Hold on to it, Byron. Hold on to it." Yeah, I gotta agree with you. I gotta agree with you 100%. Byron having a great race. I actually got to race with Byron here a couple short weeks ago, and he was very, very strong. Oh, it looks like yellow flag's out. Yellow flag is out. So far, haven't seen quite what it's for. Let's see if this has something to do with Thomas Andrews. Let's go back. Nope, doesn't look like it has something to do with Thomas Andrews. Not 100% sure what this is for. It's actually not showing me exactly what brought out this yellow. Let's go ahead and bring it back live. So as you would anticipate, everybody's going to come on down pit road. Joshua Gaiman, he's definitely going to come on down. 29, 39, and others. It looks like so far everybody back to... Yeah, everybody is coming down pit road for 4 brand new Eagle Feel Goods. Ryan Pannell, yep, he's coming down. Briley Wright, he's also coming down. Tristan Catania, right now he is lined up behind the pace car, just waiting on a running order to repopulate there in your scoring pylon. So Alfie Sharon, I'm going to guess he just took 2 tires. Tom Sears, Joshua Gaiman, James Kerr, Noah Belleville, and Byron Jones. That's going to be your top 6. Donald Ray, Dylan McDonald, Toby Estes, and Kevin Feemster going to be your top 10. So these guys, I would imagine they're going to go back green with about 6 laps to go. So Alfie Sharon, Tom Sears, I have a very sneaky suspicion that they only took 2. I think Joshua Gaiman probably is going to be the first truck that took 4. James Kerr, Noah Belleville, and Byron Jones, I'm pretty sure that they all took 4 as well. All right, see the lights still on the pace car. Let's see if we can't find Alfie and get a quick word in with him. Nope, I don't actually see him available. All right, so your restart's going to be Alfie Sharon, Tom Sears, Joshua Gaiman, James Kerr, and Noah Belleville. Most of these people that are up here did actually lead a lap tonight, so they should have an idea of what the restart is going to be like. So we'll have to keep an eye on it for ourselves as well and see how this all comes to pass. But that 39, he's going to have the advantage. He's going to be the first one on the throttle. 14 is going to really have to try to play that by ear unless he has a spotter. We've seen that Joshua Gaiman has been very, very fast all night long. Was able to go on back up there and take the lead. James Kerr, in the very beginning of the race, he was hoping for a podium finish as well. So we'll have to see if he's going to be able to get on up there, get down, get dirty, get racy, and at least take home a top 3 finish. But right now, this 39, he seems pretty poised. I think he's got some damage on. There he is. He definitely has some damage on that front end. We'll have to see how that hurts him getting into the corner as the race goes on. There you see the pace truck pulling off. We're going to get ready to go back green. 39 hard on the throttle already. 61 saw that coming, and he was able to stay right there. Tom Sears, no slouch whatsoever either. Able to hold up on the high side. Here comes the 75. Going to try to throw it in. 39's getting loose on those 2 tires, and it looks like who's going to be able to hold on to it? Who's going to get through? Yellow's out one more time, and this collected just about the entire back half of the field. A lot of cars and trucks involved in that, but look at this, the 75 of James Kerr. We're going to go ahead and rewind that, and we're going to show you how he drove his way through. Phenomenal drive by number 75. Let's go ahead and stop that and play it from there. You see the 39 get loose, a little bit of contact between the 1461. Looks like Byron Jones got a little bit of the action as well. Maybe the left rear of the 14. But look at this 75 driving his way on through. Great job, James Kerr. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so this will be a green, white, yellow, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, as they came across the line right there, it was 3 to go. Pace truck lights are on. Let's see if we can get a word in with old Mr. Kerr. There he is, as part of Team Outlaw. James Kerr is repeat up in the booth. Tell you what, that number 75 RaceArcs.com black acid Toyota truck looking pretty stout. Congratulations on navigating your way through that wreck. You brought the 29 of Byron Jones and a couple others with you. Do you have what it takes for a green-white checker and come on up and take that podium position that you said you wanted earlier in the stream?
I'm hoping so. That was kind of crazy there. I don't know how I made it through that. I just saw everybody spinning and kind of looked like Days of Thunder there for a minute.
Yeah, except you didn't have Harry Hogg in your ear saying if you go to the outside you can hold it. You went down low as the 39, the 14, and the 61 and all those guys were making contact. It really looked like you made it through. I don't see any damage on your machine whatsoever. You're behind the pace car. It looks like the lights are still on. Can you hold everybody else at bay, sir?
I'm hoping so. Maybe I'm hoping that we only do one of these.
Yeah. Normally, old Darrell Waltrip always said cautions breed cautions, but I'm absolutely sure you'd like to see this go green and this number 75 at the front to see the checkers first. I absolutely wish you a lot of luck. I'm pulling for you. Go get it, buddy.
I appreciate it.
You got it. All right, so we'll go ahead and get Mr. Kerr back with his Team Outlaw teammates right now. And, see what he's going to be able to do. Lurking Tom out there in chat with just one word. Wow. And, yeah, Chase, this just got interesting. Let's actually take as the lights on the pace truck are still on. We saw the 29 make contact with the rear end of the 41. Let's actually take a look at that right front and see just how damaged that 29 is. No, I wanted Byron. There we go. So it looks like on the front right everything is okay. If we look back, there you see some damage. Looks like the hood is slightly buckled, but a lot of people would probably say, Pete, don't worry about it. It's a short track. So we'll have to see how that pans out. He's got the 78 of Toby Estes to his inside. So we'll have to see. Let's go ahead and widen this back out. As you see, the lights atop the pace car are out. Some people are on pit road. Looks like the 41 of Belleville is on pit road for damage repair 14, as well as the 61 of Gaiman. So very, very unfortunate the 61 got collected in that. Definitely showed to have a very, very fast truck all night long. But as Dale Earnhardt once said, the fastest truck or fastest car doesn't always win the race. But I'm sure that's not what the 61 wanted to hear. All right, pace truck is off. James Kerr, he's going to go ahead and be the first one on the loud pedal. This is the first attempt at a green-white checker. 75 hard on the throttle. Looks like 29 may not have gone, and was getting a big old shove from Toby Estes or somebody else. Yeah, so they're going to go 3 wide into turns 3 and 4. 29 up high, 46.78. Who is going to come out on top? Might be the 29 with that high line momentum. 46 going to come on up, cut him off. So now it's going to be Kerr, Briault, and Wright as your top 3. Thomas Andrews in that number 99, but it's actually a 24. He's going to go ahead and dive it on in. 29 up high. Still nobody's got anything for the 75 as he comes across the stripe this time. This will be the white flag lap. So checkers or wreckers, 75, he's trying to hold on. Briault, right now, your top 3. Doesn't look like anybody's going to have anything for our top 3. Thomas Andrews a little bit further back. James Kerr, he's going to go through turns 3 and 4. He's going to come across the start stripe. He's going to see the checkered flag first. Congratulations, James Kerr, knocking out an ARCS Saturday Night Showdown win here at Gateway. Once everybody's come across the start stripe, we'll go ahead and bring up your full finishing order. And it looks like that is now. All right, here is your full finishing order. Burn them down, Mr. Kerr. You absolutely deserve it. You don't need that left side anymore. Go ahead. Do a little bit of a Polish victory lap. You see that left side absolutely digging into the track. He's going to put it up into the wall just for good measure. And that is going to do it for James Kerr. So again, your top three, James Kerr, Jeremy Briault, and Briley Wright. We'll go ahead and pull up your tower one more time. There you go. All right, ladies and gents, we will be right back with our podium top three. Again, we'll start off with Mr. Briley Wright. We'll work our way up to Mr. Briault and then James Kerr. Lurker Tom out there in chat saying, good win, Kerr, doing the Alan Kulwicki lap. Absolutely. Again, guys, gals, we will be right back. Don't nobody go nowhere. All right, guys and gals, we're going to have the first of our top three, driver of the number 46 Toyota TRD, Briley Wright. Briley, I tell you what, you had a little bit of an up and down race. You gained 8 spots from where you started, so it's pretty much on the up and up. Walk us through your strategy after the stage break. Most people had to pit between lap 20 and 25 in order to not run out of fuel. Did that stage break and the later caution work more in your favor, or talk us through this top three?
Yeah, I mean, I guess things just kind of worked out the way that it worked out. It actually just feels good to make it to the end of one of these truck races. Usually, something always happens. I get wrecked out of it, or I ruin the race for myself. So I'm just pretty proud of myself for making it to the end there. But yeah, I mean, just kind of stayed out as long as we could. Me and my teammate Toby, we just kind of tried to play strategy as good as we could. Once we finally got to where we was kind of even speed, then we could really try to work together. Kind of hoping for a caution there whenever we stayed out pretty long, running 1 and 2. But hated that he kind of got into that crash there and didn't get to get the finish that he wanted. But, you know, it was good to get third, I guess, and just kind of worked out the way that it worked out.
Well, man, another great Saturday night showdown race from Gateway. There definitely proved to be a few different grooves, but most people, for the most part, really wanted to be on the bottom. Was there a groove that seemed to best suit your Toyota, or was it on the bottom, and was it working out better for you with or without shifting?
I was in 3 and 4. I was just staying in fourth gear and kind of letting it roll. I could get a lot of exit speed that way, and I noticed I could get some really good runs because you had to get that run either on the exit of 1 and 2 or be on their quarter panel by the time you're getting out of 3 and 4. But which is where I was kind of making up my time. But in 1 and 2, I was definitely shifting. I was getting in there kind of in the middle. You didn't want to run the bottom. You just couldn't carry any speed that way. But I was kind of entering high, getting into the middle, shifting down to third once it kind of laid itself down, and then getting that run off. And yeah, it seemed to work out. And I'll tell you what, tomorrow, Sunday's race, I wasn't feeling too good about it, but I kind of gotten a little bit of a rhythm here with these trucks. It's making me feel a little bit more confident about tomorrow in our A-squared race.
Yeah, there you go, man. Well, great job on this top three. Definitely going to help you out in the points. Any quick shout outs for you, bud?
I just shout out to my teammates at the Bluegrass Bandits. We kind of came together a little bit last minute here, and me and Toby's been trying our best to run as many of these truck races that we can, especially the ones that's on the Cup schedule because it matches and just as much track time as we can get is kind of what we're going for here. But yeah, just shout out to my teammates and shout out to you, man. You do a good broadcast, and I thank you for that, man. I think we all do.
I tell you what, it's a labor of love. If you don't enjoy doing it, don't even waste your time. But man, I thank you very much. I appreciate you.
All righty, see you, buddy.
You got it. All right, let's go ahead and get the one and only Jeremy Briel up to the booth. Jeremy, it's repeat, buddy. One hell of a race in that Midwest barbecue Ford F-150. Came home P number 2 after a couple of incidents, and I wasn't quite sure if you were going to be able to work your way through the field, but you persevered. You showed that you had a very, very strong truck. Walk us through this P2.
In practice, I was kind of slow. I didn't know how to drive the track, and then by the end of it, I kind of got it. And then qualifying, I was 10th or something. I don't know. I wasn't very fast, but at the beginning of the race, I was just trying to get my bearings, like trying to learn everything because this track is pretty different. Like I haven't driven a track like this before, but after the first stage caution, I felt like I figured out enough to get up at least into the top 7 or 8. Not really compete for a win. I don't know how we got up that far after the first green flag pit stop where we were like 2nd or 3rd, but that was pretty cool. And then I just ran out of tires, or not. I didn't really run out of them. I just used them up a lot, and then we got that random caution there at the end. I guess I spun by myself. I don't know why there was a caution. There shouldn't have been a caution when that happened, but somebody said I got hit, and then that's what brought out the caution. But then I got lucky, like extremely lucky, with the big one coming off the turn 2. Coming through the grass. I saw that opening. I saw Toby's truck, and then there was just this minuscule amount of green that I saw, and I just went for it, and then magically made it through. But sadly, I didn't get 3rd on the restart, and I think that's ultimately what lost me the race, because I think I would have had something for James if the 29 or the 78 weren't in front of me or impeding me getting any spots. But other than that, pretty good race. Congratulations to James. He worked hard for that one. I know he was up in the top 5 the whole day, so good for him. And yeah.
Well, man, definitely a very, very hard fought race. What you just said there about the track and not being very, very comfortable with it, you pretty much almost echoed word for word what Briley was saying, and it made him. It said that it made him actually look forward to the A-squared race right here tomorrow night. So if you're in that race as well, you guys might be door to door. Who knows? But man, great job, great finish. P2 points definitely going to help you out. Any quick shout outs for you, buddy?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Smeal Racing Designs. He always makes my paint schemes. He makes the best paint schemes in the business. So thanks to him and his wife. Thank you to Midwest Barbecue and the whole Wansing family. I appreciate the support from them. They look out for me. So thanks to them, and make sure to go to MidwestBarbecue.com. and get you a smoker.
There you go. I actually just put the link from Midwest Barbecue Equipment.com out there in chat. Yeah, guys and gals, the equipment that's on there, big or small, whatever you need, go on over, give them a very thorough look through. They've got everything that you need for your barbecue needs. So, congratulations one more time, man. One hell of a finish, Jeremy.
All righty, thank you, Pete.
You got it, buddy. All right, let's go ahead and get the one and only mayor of the town up into the booth. James Kerr, you put out there in chat you wanted to be in the top 3 when it was all said and done. Well, bud, you got your wish. One hell of a restart. You were able to hold everybody off for that green-white checker. And a little bit of mayhem behind. Some people got a good restart. Some people not so much. A little bit of pushing, a little bit of shoving. But in the end, man, you saw the checkers first. Walk us through that last caution and the restart.
To be honest with you, I don't know how I made it through that last caution at all. Or that last wreck, big one. I just kind of dove to the bottom, saw Alfie hit the grass, and I was like, all right, hopefully he'll stay down, and shot the middle. And when I got it cleared, I'm like, all right, now I got a shot at this, so let's see what we can do. And I knew that if I got a good jump on the restart, I should be good. So that's what I did. I waited until Byron tried to jump a little bit, and I took off.
Yeah, when that happened, it actually made Byron drop back to, I want to say, like P4, P5, and then he just could not get traction because somebody had his rear end lifted up off the track. So very unfortunate for Byron, but hey, man, restart games will be played during green-white checkers. I give you all kinds of credit. I've seen that happen many, many times. I've seen some people get snookered by it, others not so much. They race with 2 feet, and they tab the brake, and then get right back on the throttle again in case that is the scenario. But man, you were able to get it done. And I tell you what, those black acid colors probably never look so good than they do tonight in Victory Lane here at Gateway, sir.
I appreciate that. I mean, I salvaged the night from my last league race to this one, so I'm happy.
All right. Well, I know normally we talk about black acid. I know you've got that the paint scheme that you ran a few short weeks ago that I would absolutely love to turn into a die cast. I think I even told you that. Any quick shout outs for you, buddy?
Well, first off, Black Acid Custom Racing Apparel. Also, too, want to shout out to KRM. He helps me out with some of my paint schemes. Not this one. I've actually done this one on my own, but some of my other ones he's helped me out with. Allison Race Parts, they're actually another one of my real sponsors. And then everybody here at ARCS, and also the guys from the OG Racing League as well that come running over here with us. It's fun and makes it a blast.
Oh, there you
and
go.
You guys for broadcasting this.
Well, I absolutely appreciate it. I'm taking a look at the schedule that we've got coming up right now. After Gateway, it looks like it's going to be Knoxville on June the 11th. About what is it? About 90 miles. So, any worries about Knoxville, or is that a track that you're pretty comfortable with? Have to spend any extra time practicing in the coming week?
Somehow I normally get lucky on dirt races. I don't understand that one, but Bristol dirt I've done really good. Eldora and Knoxville. So any one of the 3 tracks that I've ran trucks in, I've done pretty decent. So hopefully I can keep the momentum and do something good there.
All right, buddy. Well, big congratulations again. Definitely P1 points going to help you in the overall standings. Once those come out, everybody please go on over ARCS_racing on Twitter. Make sure you keep up with the league, but also, we put all the information out there for Midwest Barbecue. please don't forget, go on over to Instagram, look up Chicks and Honey, CHIX, the & honey. It's an Instagram page all about teaching people how to create a self-sufficient homestead, teaching others how to turn raw land into self-sufficient property. Everything from solar, self-building your house, creating a garden, and raising your own animals to provide meat, dairy, and goods to your family. Again, that's over on Instagram, Chicks and Honey. Go on over, look them up. And until next week, we will absolutely see you guys then. Have a great night. And yeah, we'll catch you then.